was a good ball played in for Tony Morley. Oh, he missed it! It is! Peter Ward! Villa in the lead!
Hello, good evening, Aston Villa fans, and welcome to the Villa Forever podcast. I am your host, Chad Williams. Please subscribe, do what you can to help this channel, and the target in the new year is to reach 2K. There's no milestone I want to reach. You can follow me on all socials. You can follow me on Spotify, Apple and Amazon Music as well. Make sure to smash the likes on this video. Let's spread awareness of Dyche muscular dystrophy in the new year, and I'll be bringing more great content to all of you. Some more fantastic special guests. And I met so many lovely people last year, which I'm very grateful about. So I'll announce my special guest. So on tonight's episode, I'm joined by Emily Parker, who's a Nottingham Forest fan, and you can find her from TikTok, and Dan Watson, who's the host of Talk Forest TV. This is the match preview. I'll be doing the pre-match talk show. Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest. In the Premier League on Saturday, it is the Premier League early kickoff. 12:30 PM kickoff. It's the first game of 2026 for Aston Villa. And it is my opening podcast of the year. And I'm hoping and wishing for another memorable year for Aston Villa and Unai Emery. West Midlands against East Midlands. Despite Aston Villa's defeat against Arsenal, it does not define our season. And I think we are good enough for Champions League football. It's so important we bounce back. And we need to build good momentum for the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. A great time for the show this evening. How are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you, Emily?
I'm good, yeah. Happy New Year. I can't believe it's 2026 already. I feel like Christmas and the New Year have flown by, and here we are. But yeah, a lot of football over Christmas, which we love.
And I bet as a Nottingham Forest fan,
yeah,
you're hoping for a better year.
Definitely, yeah. And yeah, definitely. I think we need a bit of a boost and a bit of a better start to this year, definitely, compared to how we're going recently.
There's a big comparison between the two football clubs. That we're in the upward trajectory. Obviously, Forest are rebuilding like with Sean Dyche.
Yeah, I feel like we're almost. Remember us last year? We were almost in your position. Like we were in the top. I think top five. I think we were fourth this time last year, and now obviously we're almost fighting in relegation. We're only 4 points clear from that bottom three, which is not ideal at all. So I think it's amazing. But I also think Villa's form at the moment has just been incredible. Like you guys have just been so great. Like the amount of wins that you had. That obviously I know that streak ended with Arsenal, but if anyone was going to end it, it probably was going to be Arsenal, who are also on top form. So yeah, no, I think you're definitely title contenders, 100%.
Yeah, and so we'll talk about the Arsenal game first. I'm not sure you've seen the game. What was your thoughts from Villa's defeat against Arsenal?
Well, one of them ones, when I got back from back in Cuba after the Falls game, I couldn't believe it because I thought if anyone was going to do Arsenal's home form, it would have been Villa. And I mean, Villa we all have done bad games. I mean, I say quite a lot about Forest about having bad games or bad games in front of goal, but and was just one of them nights for Villa that everything that they worked so hard to build, it just got undone by. I mean, Arsenal this season just been unreal. I mean, the added strength and just been
They're going to win
brilliant.
the
And
league. I mean, they're pretty go on to win the league, they will.
I do as well. I think they just got to carry on with what they're doing, Arsenal, if they are going to win the league, because they've just been brilliant so far.
Yeah. I think in that game against Arsenal,
Yeah.
I think Villa lost their discipline.
Yeah.
And in the first half, Watkins had a few good chances.
Yeah.
It just shows you, like, you don't take your chances. Team against Arsenal, you're gonna get punished.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think you had quite a lot of good chances in that first half. It just weren't able to get that ball in the back of the net, annoyingly. I think as well, Arsenal having Gabriel back helped them massively. I think you could tell the impact he had on the team
Even
coming back in.
Saliba, that's it. Gabriel
Yeah.
Saliba.
Yeah, him and Saliba, yeah, definitely.
I'm not, they're not to single out players. But I thought Emi Martinez in a very poor game. I do
Yeah.
think he's an error at cost us, especially from the corner. He completely misjudged it.
Yeah. And it's not like him either. He's a great goalkeeper. It just was not his game at all. I think it was probably the one that you needed him most to obviously stop those chances, and it just wasn't having the best game at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got taunted by the Arsenal fans. Good as well, like, because I think something Martinez. He's a great player, but sometimes he can be a bit cocky sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely got the arrogance. Yeah. I think I saw the video of him going down a tunnel at the end, and he was just trying to like fight back to the fans, and it's just like, just walk away, just go back into the dressing room, take your anger out when you're back in there. Don't show that to people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
a big
agree with
loss,
that.
I think, in that game, Daniel's going to say. Yes. Also, not having Matty Cash and Bimco Kamara, that was a big loss, that was.
Yeah, I mean, Matty Cash, bless him, he seemed to get match fit and playing well, then he seems to lose his way, get injured again. So them two are massive. They were massive injuries to what you guys like to do down that way.
Yeah. And also Onana. That was a big blow to Onana going off. Because he gives us that sort of a steal in the midfield, I think.
Yeah, really strong player, definitely. And I think without him, you can really tell that difference he was missing. Yeah, when he went off. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think despite the defeat there, I still think Emery, like the way he analyses things, he wouldn't get it right.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
He was struggling to improve his team.
Yeah. No, yeah, 100% definitely agree. He's a great manager, I think. Yeah, and you can tell how passionate he is. I think his reaction also after the game, I think you could tell how gutted he was with that loss. And I think you could tell that how much he wished that was obviously a different result. But I think it just almost is more worrying because it gives you more of a want to win this weekend, especially against us. I think you'll be going like all guns blazing to get that result and try and get those 3 points on Saturday.
Yeah. And also I think as well with the Arsenal game, Marino should have been sent off.
Yeah, I saw that. The second yellow, wasn't it? He should have got a second yellow.
At the time, but he might have changed the game because it's 2-0 at the time. And who knows? It might be a different game. But you don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I think losing a player like him in defence, yeah, definitely could have changed the game and given you more opportunities as well to break through that back line.
And I think on another day,
Carry on.
and I was going to say on another day that would get given. I mean, the inconsistency of referees. I mean, I can go off about referees, but the inconsistency often it's damaging football near enough, because in the other leagues that will be second yellow
Yeah.
outside of that. But
Oh, yeah.
in England, it's
Yeah.
And the
Definitely.
positive thing is as well that Ollie Watkins is back on the goals again.
Yeah.
Good time to get in the England squad.
Yeah, definitely. He's
The
back
World
on
Cup.
form. He's back on getting those goals in the back of the net. Definitely. You can really tell that he's like, yeah, he's pushing forward. He's trying to make chances. You can tell he's definitely back in form, which is perfect in time for the World Cup for him. I can imagine. It's the best time.
Well, let's talk about Saturday then.
Yeah.
To start with you, Emily.
Yeah.
So what do you expect? What do you expect for the game?
So I think you're gonna come with a winning mentality for sure. I think obviously based on our current form and your current form being worlds apart at the top and the bottom of the table, I think you're definitely going to be wanting those 3 points to get back into that winning streak that you had, start a new winning streak after Arsenal. I think obviously we're going to know that you're going to be coming with that attitude. So I think we'll definitely be making sure our defence is as strong as it can be. I think that's one of our best parts of our team is our back line. Our defence is great. Like Murillo and Milivojevic have literally saved us, I think, this season, the amount of goals and goal line clearances.
See, I like Marina, I really like Marina.
Such a good, I think he's a really underrated
His
player. I don't think people talk about enough. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, no, I think you'll definitely be wanting to score as many goals as you can on Saturday. I think especially with, like you said, Ollie Watkins being back in top form, that would be my concern, is him managing to break through and score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Villa Park is a real fortress.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're not.
We always win it at home, and I have confidence that we will bounce back, I think.
Yeah, it would definitely be a tough place for us to go. And I think our players will know that, definitely. Yeah.
I agree with that too. It is a tough place to go to. Proper fashion football, and Philly will be wanting to understand. But it is Forest we're talking about in a good way as well. So Forest can do Forest things when they want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Douglas Luiz, the former Aston Villa player, said, what do you make of Douglas Luiz?
I think I have mixed views on him. I think he is a really good player. I just think he does make silly mistakes sometimes. I think he gave away that penalty in Fulham that we would have probably settled for that point if he hadn't given that away, like a 0-0 draw, we would have taken it. And I just think he's just made a couple, I think was it the Man City? He got booked recently and I was just like, oh, it's just a silly challenge. Like, I think he sometimes just doesn't quite he almost gets too into the game that he just gets a bit carried away and you just think, oh, I just wish he'd rein it in just so he doesn't get booked, because it's giving away those free kicks and that penalty that obviously we need every point we can get, and that's the sort of thing we don't want to lose. So yeah.
I mean, Douglas Luiz, I think with that tall squad depth, which we're lacking, I think. Just with Onana out.
Yeah.
I miss Douglas Luiz. He was a good player for us.
Yeah, he played really well for you. Yeah, no, definitely. I think he's a strong midfield player. Yeah, no, I do like him. I think if he just, maybe didn't make as many fouls, I'd like him more.
Yeah.
He's doing box to box midfielder, I think. So he's box to box, I think. He's always got like good vision, like a good passing range.
Yeah, his passing is great. Yeah. And I think he has an awareness of where players are before these. I think he's very spatially aware of the pitch, which I think is really important. Obviously, to know where your players are, if they're down the channels, where they are, to be able to pass. Yeah.
I mean,
also go back to the guy. So I think what you would do, Forest, you'll sort of like sit back. I think you'll soak up the pressure. You Sean Dyche, the way he plays. You play that low blocker, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Sean Dyche is still settling in as well. You can tell he's making changes each game week, and as you see them, you kind of almost see how his brain's working. Like, oh, what if I try this and what if I try that? And I think that is obviously what will need to happen. Obviously, We had a bit of a rough start with obviously Nuno leaving and then Ange, which was just, I think if we didn't have Ange, actually, do you know what? I think we'd be a lot higher up that table. I think he massively affected our season. I just think he was a completely wrong decision. It was a rush
I
decision
agree.
and he should not have. Yeah, it was just, I just think if we didn't have him for those, was it 7, how many games he ended up managing us for? I just think,
nine, I think 3 cup games and 6 league or something
Yeah.
like that.
yeah, I just think,
I think Ange, though, I think he's an absolute disgrace
yeah.
to Forest, though, I think.
I think our players just lost confidence under him, and I think Dyche is now having to do that job where he's having to basically rebuild the confidence and also rebuild like their team awareness and like who's doing what, and like I think they just lost it. So yeah, I think we'll get there with Dyche. Though he does keep teams up, so I'm hoping he'll keep us up, keep on that form of keeping teams away from that relegation zone. So I think it will get better throughout this year. I think he's just, like I said, like settling in, working out who does what, and obviously had a couple of injuries. We are missing Chris Wood, and I think he would have helped. And like, yeah, I think if we can get some of our players back in the new year, Ola Aina, I think, is coming back hopefully soon, so we'll have him again.
There.
Is it? Yeah. Do you think? Oh,
yeah. Well, yeah. From how they've got facing this press conference today, it sounded like he could be back sat there, which will be massive. And it's how he is in the changing room as well. Ola Aina is a character.
Yeah. Definitely.
And Sean Dyche.
Yeah.
Is a nonsense manager. A non-nonsense manager. He gets the best out of your players. It gets the results, I think.
Yeah, and I think he has a way of managing and he sticks to that. He doesn't change. That is how he is. And I think I quite like that.
Only if he needs to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree. I think he, I think he does just do a good job of discipline, making sure players do their best, work hard. And yeah, you can hopefully start to see the results on the pitch now. I do think in the Man City game, I think there was a real turning point. I thought, wow, we're actually starting to look like a team again, like properly knowing who's where. Obviously, Everton just kind of was a bit of a nightmare one that we'll just want to forget, to be honest, at the end of the year and forget about it. So, yeah.
And Sean Dyche, you don't want to get on the wrong side of him.
Nah, he's a proper fashion manager. I mean, he worked under the great man himself, so he got all them balls built into him in the youth academy, and that even like Stoney and Roney, they will keep him in line with what he needs to do. I mean, they've all been at Forest in the careers at some point, so they actually don't need to change what he needs to do.
Yeah. He's got a very raspy voice.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Phil Mitchell.
Yeah. I think I love it when you see the impressions people try and do on TikTok.
Yeah,
such a distinctive voice, isn't it? And I think he does have a real affiliation with Forest. I think you can tell that he genuinely does really, really love the club. Obviously, like I said, he was under Clough, wasn't he? And like, yeah, I think you can tell he has a real passion, which I really like. Actually, I think it's nice when you're manager, you can tell how much, like you said, with Emery, you can tell how much he loves like Villa. So yeah, he's passionate.
He's a very underrated manager, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, probably doesn't get the recognition he deserves, actually. No, I think you're right.
Can you remember Burnley? Like, he did a decent job. But Burnley, he did okay at Everton. But Burnley, he did well there than Burnley.
Yeah, he really helped them. Yeah, he really helped them get do really well. Yeah, no. I think he's got a really like solid background of like coming into clubs and turning them around. So obviously hoping similar to Forest this year. Hopefully,
and that's the thing.
No.
And that's the thing. It's his first proper like chance where he got probably the better squad out of Everton and Burnley. No disrespect to them, and that he actually got money to spend. Where at Everton they don't really spend that much, and Burnley obviously it built them to be as good as they were.
Well, I think the physical battle's going to be interesting on Saturday. Lenkovic, he puts himself out there, he does. But he's
Yeah.
fight as well.
Definitely, I think he's a massively underrated player along with Murillo. I think he puts himself on. He just the amount of clearances and like times he saved us. I just think he's great. I think he's a great player, a really really strong player, and I don't think again like he gets the recognition he deserves for how much he does put in for the team. You can really tell. So yeah, he's great and on that back line.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another. He's gonna be a big loss. We're not another in this guy.
Yeah.
Unconventional physically.
Mm.
But it's just Kamara though. I think he's back. He'll be back now. When he should be back, yeah.
So we should have him instead. And then is Matty Cash going to be back or is he out as well? I think that'll be a big loss for you because he's a great defending player.
I presume he will be back because he's only 1 year. I think you only got one suspension.
Oh yeah, of course he was suspended. Yeah, sorry, yeah, because it was yeah, of course, yeah. Okay, yeah. So he'll be back as well. I think that'll be interesting. Obviously, he used to play for us and he was great for us. I really liked him when he played for us. So it's
He was a great
interesting.
player for Paris, Matty Cash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a great. Yeah, he's almost a great
And,
like.
and Dean Swift signed him.
Yeah.
He did actually. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Dean Swift signed him.
Yeah, he did because it was the season when it was the season after the playoff thing, wasn't it? When he signed him.
Yeah.
And-
So like, you said like that, yeah. It might have been in 2021. It might have been the second season it might have been because Martinez also signed. That was a Dean Smith signing as well. Majority of our squad is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, really good signings. That's good signings. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think Matty Cash, as much as obviously is a great defender, he also will take chances and tries obviously to,
He's
to
always
get the ball.
consistent. That's what I like about him.
Definitely. Yeah.
And to be fair on Sabri as well, because when we'd seen when Sabri put him at right back first time, I thought Matty Cash right back, and since then Leach's gone from strength to strength back there, and it just got better and better with Finney, and obviously getting that exposure to the Premier League for him, he's got him better, and I think Emery took him.
Thanks to Emery, that's Emery, because of Emery, yeah.
Definitely.
Emery's improved every single player. The looks of like Matty Cash, you know, like you know, Rogers, you know, McGinn, you know, Watkins. But Emery shows really what such an innate coach he is.
Yeah, no.
That's what, yeah, exactly.
I think that's what makes him so underrated as well, is I don't think people have probably noticed the amount of impact he's had on those sort of players and how well they're doing now.
Yeah. And Matty Cash is a player that always gives 110%. And you got a lot of unfair stick from the Villa fans. Every time he made a mistake, he always used to blame him. But he's the spine of our team. He's a crucial part of that team.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you can definitely see his passion for winning and for Villa. So, no, yeah, I agree. I think, it's hard sometimes, isn't it, when players get a lot of stick and actually you're like, I don't think people realise, like, you make one mistake and that's all that you get villainised for. And actually, no, all the other, like, positives that he's put into the team over the past couple of years almost get overlooked. But yeah, no, I think it's people like that as well that are so, like, important in having in this team that you've got right now that are helping you to get those wins. Definitely.
You mind the step up, Matty Cash. He's one of those players that makes the step up. Look, he didn't come from Nottingham Forest. Was it the Championship? Was it? What, a few years ago?
Yeah, he played Championship. Yeah, he's.
I know he's pretty. I think he's even playing at like. He's playing the Champions League. He's playing at a high level now.
Yeah, definitely. And playing at a great level as well.
Yeah. And I think the game as well, I think transition, that's something that can hurt you That's what I'm hoping that Paul Torres is going back soon.
Mm.
Find those killer paths. That vision, in breaking the lines. And also
Yeah.
in Tielemans. He's important to that as well, Tielemans.
Yeah, it's having that experience, isn't it, alongside the younger players like Rodgers who will run and like put in like more of the hard work. Having that experience of the passing and things, I think, is like so crucial as well. Alongside that, because he can obviously feed the ball to Ollie Watkins, who can then score. Like things like people like that are so important. Get those assists.
And
I do
defensively, we need
think
to be aware of that Igor Jesus.
Yeah.
I do like
think-
him actually. He's a decent player.
Yeah, I think he's actually probably had more minutes because Chris Wood is injured, and I think that's actually worked amazingly in his favour. It's allowed us to see what a great player he actually is. I think you could see on was it last week, the Everton game, I feel like you could really tell the difference when he got taken off, and I think it was the one he got put on instead in his place, and it was just like chalk and cheese. It was like completely different. You could just see like the chances were like there was no chances. We just went. I just think he should have been kept on for a little bit longer, and I think he could have ended up scoring. So yeah, no, I think he's a great player. I think if you can get the ball to him in the box, he will put it in the back of the net, and he's always pushing and he's always trying to get to that. Like he's trying constantly to get that ball to his feet to score, and I think that's something I like completely admire because it's difficult when we're losing and things like that, but he's still putting in that effort to try and win.
I mean, he's a good target man. Very good in the box as well. Yeah. You need to watch him in the box. You give a service to him. He delivers.
yeah, he can do to reverse. Honestly, I mean, he's shown it in the World Cup what he can do, and even in European games, Jesus is just a finisher. When we play Utrecht, it took him 70 seconds to score, so it's unreal what he can do, like in terms of like finishing and that.
Yeah. We're going to get the predicted Forest line up on the screen. Emily Carney sent me this. So, Emily, can you talk me through this team? So, how you set up on Saturday?
So it's different. I've put Savona back in. He played in Man City. I know this is a controversial one. Forest fans probably not all going to be happy with that. I know. I really like him as a player. I know not everyone does. I think he's young. I think he does need experience, but I think he brings a lot of energy. And I think that's something we're sometimes lacking at the moment. We're lacking that sort of drive and that, like, I think that is what he does provide to the team. So yeah, he has made a couple of silly mistakes, but I think that is because he is a young player and he's getting those minutes, and that experience is what's going to help him. So I have put Savona in. I've also put Douglas Luiz in just because he's an ex-Aston Villa player. Like it's written in the stars, he's probably going to do well. So against his former team. So I thought, you know what, start him. Why not? I think
You don't score. You don't score.
I know, I can imagine it'd be hard, but it was like when Garner scored on the other day in the Everton game. He almost didn't celebrate, and I was like, because obviously he was part of our team that got promoted and everything. So yeah, no, it's one of those, isn't it, where when you go back to your former club, and he was such a key player for you. He was obviously a bit of a legend for those 5 years he was with you. So I feel like, yeah, I thought we'll start him as well. I've obviously kept the back line with Milenkovic and Murillo and Williams. I think Williams is a great player. And got Anderson again. I think Anderson is massively underrated. I think the work he puts in and the skill he's got.
I agree. He's brilliant. He is.
And I think he should be in the England squad. Like I think he's a sort of young player that they should be bringing through. And then I've just got Hudson-Odoi and Hutchinson. I really like how Hutchinson's playing at the moment. Against Man City, I thought he was really good. He obviously he scored, but he also just was trying to make chances down that channel, and I think that's important. Kept Gibbs-White in. Controversially, I don't think he's playing at his best at the moment. I really think he looks tired. I just think he doesn't look like he's enjoying his game. And I think if you're not enjoying yourself, you can tell.
He's not really playing his best football, not at the moment.
No, there's something just not quite right. Yeah. Not sure what it is, but he's just not. And then obviously I've put Jesus at the front there. Hopefully get some goals in the back of the net.
He's a bit like at starts here, like less. Morgan Rogers, but then once he kicked on, then the Rogers now was showing that consistency where Gibbs-White doesn't really show that at the moment. The consistency.
Yeah, I agree. I think he really varies game to game, and you're not quite sure what you're going to get until you start watching him.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was going to leave, you know, at one point.
Yeah,
I
that was
think
just crazy.
that was
It-
crazy.
it
Yeah, and I
was-
think he almost. I don't know if it almost. I know it's very controversial, but I don't know if it was almost better if he did go, because it's almost like now he's not
Yeah.
playing at his best, and maybe it's because he isn't happy. And obviously we've got the transfer window come up, so I think he'll stay. But I think I'm not sure. Yeah, you can tell
Was
he
he
was.
linked with Tottenham at one point?
Yeah, it was Spurs. Yeah, yeah,
That,
and it
that,
was
that
almost
was,
like a
that
done
was a
deal,
smooth.
I thought. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
it's real. Like how it all happened, and he signed that contract. Like,
yeah, it was a complete like 180.
Also, Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah,
He's drawing in forward as well. He's very confident. He looks to take on a fullback, he does.
yeah, and I think he's got great speed as well. Like he really can get behind that ball and run with it. If he gets it at his feet, he can run far with it, which I think's a really good skill.
I think Moreno, actually, I think as well, I wish Villa signed him, you know. He's like, so like, when he's going doing a decent centre back. And
Mhm.
Moreno, he clears his lines. He's
Yeah,
good in the air, and physically
Mhm.
very strong.
Yeah, he's real physical player, and I think if you're the opposition, you can often tell he just outplays and outweighs people. Like he's able to just in like challenge and tackles, he is stronger and he gets that ball, which I think is really important, especially obviously when we want to try and defend as best we can at the moment.
So go to the next talking point now. So Dan, I'll ask you the question. So, what's your thoughts on Sean Dyche?
but I've got a problem with that, actually. To be fair, I think it's the heart and everything in place for Forest, and he came through the academy. I think that he will turn us around. I mean, he's been with us 2 months now, coming up 3 months coming up too. So I think it will turn it around and get us going. I think it's just gonna be one of them ones where it's not an over and out of job. He needs to like really, really build
Yeah.
everyone back up and to find that sort of like system and everything. Because I think it changed it around for Saturday and Tuesday. Went Dominguez in there, which I've always said about Dominguez. For him to, it's been his talent is the press. So I think going back onto Saturday, I think I can see him actually going back to that low block and
Yeah.
probably playing Luis in there just to keep it tight and then try and
Kicking
use
over,
that
yeah.
and
Mhm.
just try and go on the tantrum attack. But obviously, I think Anderson and Louise, they're both ball playing midfielders anyway. They're both got that pass in them to unlock Villa. I mean, that midfield battle for me is going to be massive because I think whoever's on top of it,
It's
if
key.
it's because if it's Louise and Anderson, that's going to be massive. If it's Rodgers and Tillingsman, then it's going to be a long afternoon to try and stop them.
Yeah. Other than Rogers, of course, Forest are not a problem. I think Rogers is in top form at the moment. And he glides all over that pitch. Like he's everywhere.
Yeah, he's a great player. A great player. I think he, like you said, he's in his top form as well, and you can just see he's just free and just doing what he does best. And you can, I think he'll be a massive threat. I think him and Watkins, that little pairing, I think will be a big threat for us on Saturday.
For surely, I think Rogers, he'll start
Mm.
in the England World Cup squad, surely.
I think they'd be silly not to take him. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was first on the team sheet.
Yeah. No, I think he should be in the starting 11. I think in his current form, if he continues like that and through to the summer, then 100%. He'd be a great player for England.
I think it's great having a good ball carrier in the team, and he has so much confidence. He just driving at defenders.
Yeah, definitely. I think you can tell he has got that confidence at the moment where he's on this he's on top form, and I think that's only growing week on week. I think that's really good to see as well. And I think he's a great player. I think as well, once he's had a bit more experience, obviously he's still fairly young, I think he's going to be a real threat, and I think you definitely want to keep hold of him for as long as possible.
Yeah. Also, but then going back to Sean Dyche, it's going to be a reset for Forest. They need to go back to basics.
Yeah, I think they need to do some work on just like getting back down to basics and starting again, basically. Getting those players playing like a team again, like knowing where each of them are on the pitch, knowing their roles, knowing how Dyche wants to play each week. And I think he obviously has that, and he has a very disciplined way of management. So I think he'll definitely get them back in shape.
You need to reach those standards. What you achieve with Nuno. Nuno, I was going to say, how did you feel when Nuno, obviously when Nuno was gone?
I felt
How did you
good.
feel, Dan?
I felt good about it. I mean, I think it was on the cards because obviously before everything you were doing, I think by the sounds of things, he did engineer his exit for whatever reason. It's we won't know, but I think for me, it was the one move to get Angin, and I think it was one that Arlanda left it, especially with the international beat, because if they wanted rid of him, why didn't they sack him like something out after the West Ham game? Like, so I think the whole
You thought it
thing
with
was
the
a complete
owner,
mess.
there was a
Yeah.
falling out with the owner, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think you can't be in a management position and be talking and basically publicly go to a press and say that obviously you weren't agreeing with the owner. I think that was kind of like you said, the beginning of his downfall then, because he wasn't then going to get kept on. But I thought it was such a loss. Like, I think Nuno was so good for us. The way he got us playing like this time last year was just amazing. Like, I just couldn't believe it. We were at Christmas and we were in the top 5, like looking at Champions League football for Forest. I was just like, this isn't real. Like, the way he managed to turn that around from the season before where we nearly got relegated again, it almost feels like we're back to that stage now. And obviously that's why we need Dyche to work right from the bottom.
Nuno, he set the standard.
100%. And I think when Cooper left, a lot of us were quite worried because Cooper was, again, like an incredible manager for us, got us into the Premier League. And I think it was a little bit of a, oh, who's this Nuno? Like, is he going to do well? Obviously, I know he's managed other teams before, but like, how's he going to work with us? And actually, he completely proved everyone wrong because he led Forest to probably their best performance we've seen in years. So, yeah.
For sure, Dyche, like, he doesn't play the most attractive football. But it's about getting results. It's a results business.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he just wants the wins. He doesn't really mind how you get there. He just wants you to win. He's got that winning mentality, and that's,
That's a little bit like we died in Moyes. At West Ham, when we used to be at West Ham. Look, you got to be careful in football what you wish for.
Yeah, no, agree. Yeah, and obviously West Ham are like in the relegation zone, but they're only 4 points behind us. So I think we do need to keep thinking about that. We are not safe at the moment, and it's not a nice position to be in. I think obviously Dyche will be telling the players that, and they'll be aware. But also, we don't want to put too much pressure on, because when you add the pressure is when we get these like unpredictable results of sometimes winning, sometimes losing, sometimes playing well, other times like expected games like Everton. We all expected to win there, we lost. Like,
It's fair to say that he steadied the ship.
I think he's getting there. Yeah.
I think your owner needs to give him more give him time.
And I hope he does. I hope he doesn't rush in and make any quick decisions. I think just wait, give him time, and we'll see. We've still got lots of games. We're only halfway through the season. I think we don't want to make any rash decisions like we were when we brought in Ange, because that went terribly. So, yeah.
But I like Forest a lot that they're in their fan base. And they're a club that got a lot of history. Also, you won the European Cup twice. And we won the European Cup. So a nice connection with two football clubs. In that sense as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I think our grounds, like both old school grounds, old school clubs with a lot of history, really good fan bases. I think really like, I'm trying to think of the word is, but like fan bases that have been Forest for years. Like my family's all Forest. My
Yes.
granddad was a Forest fan. My dad was. Now
Traditional.
I am. Yeah. It's like a proper traditional football club. Both of them, Villa and Forest, which I think why Saturday will be such a good game. Like you said, the Midlands sort of derby in it as well.
Are you going to the game?
I'm not. No, I couldn't get away
Nah.
tickets on Saturday. I'm
Then
gutted.
are you going then? No, you're not
Nah,
going.
I couldn't get a ticket for it. I mean, it's nightmare sometimes to get them.
I guess that
So,
comes with the
Donald,
tradition in a way. Everyone's
Yeah.
always too many fans.
you know, talking about the next talking point. To ask you, Dan, so what do you think about Nottingham Forest complaining to the PGNOL about officiating decisions?
It doesn't surprise me to revere it's Forest, but I'm glad that they are standing up for it because we had it the other season when we lost to Everton and we picked up that fuss about it. So it doesn't surprise me, especially with Marinakis and that. But I think especially how they are, our PGMOL is with the big clubs to the little clubs, how they get away with it. It's awful, but I think they need to be regulated because it's all pally with the reps and
I agree.
far. So I do think that it all need to be regulated and but yeah, it doesn't surprise me that Forest done it, but I think it's good that they are literally trying to say how unfair it is regarding referee decisions because like that one, like you said earlier about Moreno not getting sent off, and on another day it will be sent off for that foul what they had on Gibbs White for last Saturday at Man City. Another day that would get given. So I think it just if the referees and the PGMOL get things consistent and everything, I think it'd be better.
According to firms, that's what they want. They want consistency.
Yeah.
They're not getting it. I think the standards of referee just totally gone down the last few years, I think.
Yeah. I think the intervention of VAR as well is just, it's not doing what it was promised it would, if that makes sense. Like it was meant to be regulating the game, it's not. If anything, it's causing more issues and there's more times where people have gone to the PGMOL since VAR was introduced. So yeah, I think there's a massive piece at the moment. I think we're not the only club, obviously, we are the one that have complained. That's very Forest of us. But I think
all the Premier League.
Yeah. I think there's so many challenges that we need to get over because it's not ruining the game, but it is in a way because it's like you come out and you think, oh, that definitely should have been a foul, or that, like they said, like Marino should have been sent off. Like I think again at Man City that Ruben Diaz, he 100% that was a second yellow. Like we could all see it on the pitch. Like I was there watching, like that's his second yellow. He's on goal. Jesus is on goal, and you've just tripped him. Like how is that not given? Like there's just such a confusion of like.
And you can understand Sean Dyche why he's so frustrated.
Yeah,
I totally understand. Yeah,
100%.
And what does me as well, that the English referees relies on it too much because they're afraid of not making the one decision, but they are making the one decision. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed it, especially with European games, but when they do VAR checks, it's done within like 1-2 minutes. Whereas apparently it takes around half an hour just to do it. So you could quite easily go to the toilet, go get a drink and come back.
Yeah.
I mean, at the bottom, near the bottom end of the table, look, don't you go your way already?
Yeah.
And you don't want to have that against you as well, those decisions.
Yeah, and when it does come down to like a couple of points, and that's like all like is separating the bottom couple of teams around like the relegation zone, that's when it's worrying because it's like these are actually the points that we need to get as much as we can to stay up. So it's not just a decision in a game; it's actually the result at the end of the season.
Difference
as well.
between staying up.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Also in football, there's always fine margins.
Yeah.
I don't think Norwich are getting the run of the green in decisions at the moment.
No, it definitely seems like we've had a couple in the last couple of weeks that are just so like baffling as to why they weren't given at the time. I mean, it doesn't help now. Obviously, we can complain, but we never that game's obviously gone, finished, done. But obviously, it's going forward. We don't want it to continue because it's just not helping us in our season at all.
You've been treated very unfairly.
Mm.
Like a few clubs.
Yeah, definitely. I think it is just so frustrating, like how we are in the Premier League, the top flight of English football,
Yes.
and we can't get consistency with referees. Like that seems like such a basic thing. And every week on Match of the Day, we're discussing a decision that was wrong. Every week we're on Ref Watch on Sky Sports on the Monday, just discussing a decision that was wrong. And it's just like, how is this
So
just like
VAR as well.
Yeah.
So it's clear and obvious errors.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it should be, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
That's the
Definitely.
thing that I don't get.
What makes me worry is that if they're seeing all these one decisions, I mean, if you go to the end of the season, why aren't they making changes to make it a lot more better? Because it seems to be the most consistent ones every time. Like they all seem to be quite similar, but they're not doing nothing about it, and they wonder why they get so much criticism of fans and media and ex-refs.
Yeah. So Emily, I'll ask you the next question. So despite Villa having lost to Arsenal, do you think we're still title contenders?
I think you are. And I say that because I think Arsenal are obviously on top form and doing really well, but we know what they're like, and they do tend to bottle it towards the end of a season. So there's no guarantee that they're set to win. I think Man City also are back up there again. I think they might, if they continue to play well. But I genuinely do think Villa have a very good chance of definitely finishing in the top three, if not being top, like title contenders. I think it would be really nice as well for a team like Villa to win. I think it's similar to how Leicester all those years ago won. It was just like everyone loved it. I think it's nice that actually...
we have a stronger team though, we do.
Yeah, exactly. I think you've got a much better chance, and I think it would be great. I think it'd be great if Villa won. I think it's and I think you'll do really well in Europe as well. I think that's also where you could win this year. I think how you're playing at the moment, if that continues in the Europe, like in the Europa League, I think you could definitely have a chance of winning that as well. Go for a double.
We're in the conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything else that happens outside of that is a bonus.
Yeah, definitely. And I do think, I know this is just me, but I just feel like Man City win everything. Like, it'll be nice. Arsenal, I think, could be their year. Yeah, it'd be nice for a change for someone like Villa to come out. And also, you have just played so well. So if your team are on their best form, playing well, scoring goals, then why not? Why not Villa win Premier League?
We should be able to dream. Fans are allowed to dream.
Yeah, 100%. I think we were dreaming this time last year, so I think we were like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the love of the game, isn't it? It's football; it can go anywhere, and I love it when you have a team like Villa that have just this season. I mean, you played well last season, obviously, when it's Europe and stuff like that. But I think the way you're playing now, I love when you have a team come out of nowhere, and you're like, "Oh, yeah, genuinely could win this year."
Yeah. You look at a team that beaten as well. The likes of like Man City.
Yeah.
They're beating Arsenal at home. They're not just beating these teams, but dismantling them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, and I think it is those games that I think are the ones, obviously, after coming off that loss from Arsenal. I think it will be those big games in the top like 4 or 5 that will get you the points if you win them.
That's what momentum is really important. The new year, to start the new year well. Don't let the Arsenal defeat knock us too much.
No, I definitely think see it as a new year. Yeah, okay, we came up with a loss, but they were another team that are in top form. So yeah, I think it'll be going forward. And I think you have a very good chance of beating us on Saturday to start that winning streak again. As much as I obviously don't want that, I do think you are playing so well that there is a high chance you will beat us on Saturday. And yeah, go on from there.
Do we deserve more praise by the media as well? I think we deserve. I think be more respectful of us. I think.
Yeah, 100%. I think it is sometimes these traditional clubs like yourself, like us, that actually don't get the coverage. It's normally just the big top, isn't it? Like Liverpool, Man
The
City,
big so-called
Arsenal.
big six.
Yeah, the big six, are the ones. But actually, I like it when a team like Villa have broken through that, and there's teams in that top six that are not playing well at the moment at all as well. So, yeah, no, definitely. I think you need some more praise, and I think actually see it for what it is and where you are in the table, and that should be how you're spoken about.
Go to the next talking points. So I'll ask you, Dan. So we're going to talk about both our clubs' expectations for the new year. So start with Mount Forest first, and I'll talk about Villa. So, what should be your club's expectations in the new year for Forest?
I do think just getting away from that relegation zone, I think they need to go on a really good run, like get 2, 3, maybe 4 wins just to get that confidence back up. Yeah, I know we've got the FA Cup coming up next weekend as well after the next 2 games. So I think the priority need to be get as far away as from the relegation zone. I think and the FA Cup, Europa League, I think we'll need like 2 points just to secure the next get into knockout phases.
You need to get a good. I think, Dan, you need to get a good run in the Europa League as well.
Yeah, I do, and I think a good one in the FA Cup as well, just to breed that confidence and get the real good feeling back. Because I think it's probably not the best at the minute, but I think they need to get the confidence back and get everyone back on board with everything.
Yeah, just Sean Dyche, he's getting the best out of players. He's getting performances, even performing well in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, I know I think I did it once with Burnley, but I think he's got that better squad, like I said earlier, that and his tactics working in European football as well. So, and I think it's just got to translate what we're doing in Europe to the Premier League. I know it's 2 different ball games because obviously Premier League is Premier League, but I think if they can get that momentum and that consistency, what they got in European football to Premier League, I think it'd be sorted then.
Yeah. I think you'll stay. I think Forest, you've got a good enough squad to stay up, I think. See, that's what I personally think, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we should be down there anyway. Like I've always said, especially with the added games that we had, I would have talked mid-table anyway, top 10 mid-table, but we shouldn't be nowhere near that relegation zone. I think what has happened start of the season and with the Nuno going and it just made it a lot more harder for Dyche to do it.
Yes, so Emily, what do you think should be Villa's expectations for the new year?
I think, like you said, I think you need to get your momentum back after that winning streak. Obviously, put Arsenal aside, it was a tough game, but you still obviously had those chances in the first half. I think there's no point, don't ignore those. I think it's getting back into that winning, getting that momentum again, like getting the confidence back in the players. Yeah, we might have lost to Arsenal, but we're now going to win our next 3, 4, 5 games, however many. So, yeah, I think as soon as you get that momentum, obviously, like I said, we'll do the FA Cup and then Europe as well. So, yeah, no, I think you will as well. I think, Arsenal's a little bit of a knockback, but that doesn't mean you're out. I think it will just be starting again and going again on Saturday.
And the big thing I think Emery needs to do is consolidate on finishing in the top 4.
Yeah, having that focus and having that as your goal. Definitely top 4, 100%.
For some points clear, I think of Chelsea.
Yeah, no, I think,
We've still got a bit of breathing space.
Yeah, definitely. And I think if you continue to build on those wins and get those points, I'm not sure who Chelsea have this weekend. But yeah, no, I think if you can get those points, that definitely widen that gap. I think you'll be safe in top 4, definitely.
And I think I predict this. We will win a trophy this year. I don't
Yeah.
know what trophy it would be, but it will be a trophy.
Yeah, definitely. And you've got to have hopes. It's the hope that obviously is what you've got to have as a football fan, isn't it? You've got to, like we said earlier, like dream it and yeah, hope that your team can get you that trophy, definitely.
You had one of your opening in that competition. Emery's got a very good record in that competition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Look, you look at the teams in there.
Arsenal.
And we're one of the favourites to win the competition, Aston Villa.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think you can, definitely. I think if you continue in the form that you are and the players that you've got, I think there'll be no reason why you couldn't win Europa.
Does it build momentum? And the other thing we need to do to improve that is defensively. Tighten up at the back, I think.
Yeah, try and keep as many clean sheets as possible. Yeah.
The last time, a goal difference cost us last season. And that's for the goal difference. We have to watch just the goal difference.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. Yeah, no, that's something, yeah, especially when you are so close. And like you said, it's fine margins, actually. That goal difference might make a very big difference towards the end of the season.
I hope you're right, Paul Torres. Like Green has a good partnership with every concept.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if he's back, and then also I think, like you said, you've got Rodgers in top form. Watkins seems to be on a bit of a goal scoring streak at the moment as well. So if he keeps that up, yeah. I think we will be worried on Saturday. I think we definitely do need to. We are going to have to tighten up our back line and make sure they are watching your players running forward.
We're going towards the end of the podcast. So I'm going to get a score prediction from both of you. So, Dan, I'll start with you first. So what's your score prediction?
You know what? I hope that we get something out of it. I think it's going to be hard, and I think depending what Forest turn up, because Forest turn up like they did against Man City, it'd be a good game. But it's Forest we're talking about as well. Because Forest can do Forest things when they want to. Like they can lose on Tuesday, but they could quite easily beat Villa on Saturday. It's a Forest thing. But you know what? Too, I'll be honest, because I think I take a draw. I take 1-1 now, like, and just come back with a point and just go again. But yeah, it's just depending on which Forest turns up.
Good. Emily, what about you? What's your prediction for this game?
So similar to Dan, I'd love a 1-1. I think if we could just take a draw, I think I'd be so happy with that point. I just have a feeling you guys are going to win. I don't think by much, but I think maybe like a 2-1. I think you might just, maybe we'll be 1-1, and I think you'll just snatch like a 80-minute goal or something, like just towards the end of the game when we're a bit more tired and maybe we've made a few changes. I think that's when you guys could actually push through just based on how you're playing at the moment. So yeah, I'll go 2-1 to Villa. So I think you will win.
Well, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. We'll keep the clean sheet.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be a thrashing, but just like we said, like low block. But we have to be patient, I think. And we will work the breakthrough. Well, thank you guys for coming on my show.
Thank
really
you for having
appreciate
us.
it.
Thank you. No, thank you for having us, and thank you for inviting us on. I think it's amazing what you're doing. I think it's amazing how you're raising awareness and supporting your Duchenne muscular dystrophies. I think I just want to say well done for that. Amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Emily, has this been your first podcast?
Yeah, first podcast, first like live thing as well. So I've done a few interviews.
Emily, you absolutely smashed it.
Oh, thank you. No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Keep up the good work on your TikTok.
Thank you. I will do. Keep posting.
And also, Dan, it's great to have you on the show as well, Dan.
Yes, thank you for having me. I know I was going to come on last season, but I didn't. But yeah, thank you for having me on. Like, it's been a nice chill one.
Yeah, your channel, you do some good things on your channel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on all the socials. I do quite a lot of videos, previewing, reviewing, and just chatting all thing Forest really. That now it's also transfer window month. It's like all the rumours mills restart
More
again.
content,
Starting,
that's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Started already,
Well,
hasn't it?
Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah. That's the thing.
thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please remember to make sure to subscribe. Make sure to smash the likes. And spread the word about this podcast. Give it a share on all your socials. And if you're listening via audio to this podcast, make sure to leave us a good review. That always helps. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much, Emily and Dan, for your time. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Thank
Happy
you
New
so
Year.
much, Dad. Thank you.
We're going
Thank
to
you.
wrap up this episode with Villa forever as always, and up the Villa.